to talk about professional wrestling.
Nobody knows the whole story, so I'll tell you.
How about you, Jason?
Oh, this is like a murder room. This is great.
Lots of black sex magicians out there, right?
And look down like, what the fuck?
Oh, we're gonna just do it this way and nobody's gonna stop us.
I want to show that a real champion has to do things for the community, for your people, for other women, you know?
In this business, what you sell is emotions. If you manage to get people invested, you did it.
That's for sure, some videotapes.
It's time for another MMMshow.
Welcome to another episode of. I got a pill stuck in my throat. Hold on. Let me do the thing. Raw Dani! I don't know why I decided to do that in the Vince McMahon voice, but anyway, I am your commentator. I'm your sidekick for the day at Justin Harvey 75. You can find me on social media at Justin Harvey 75. You can find the entire show on social media at MMMshow 75. And introducing your host with the most from across the pond, it's Meefloaf.
Leeds lost to Chelsea, so that's a football update for the week.
You know, it is a Raw after show thing, right? Like, you created the show. It's not about Leeds.
It's about me.
Okay, fair enough.
What's happening now? I just got here.
I was just introducing our host at Meefloaf, and then he went right into talking about Leeds and not Monday Night Raw.
So,
What are you turning to Byron now?
They owe me money.
Gotta do
it. Also, we've got a new player one. What's up, Daniel? You need a nickname or some shit, don't you?
Yeah, I know. I need to change it. Yeah.
We'll put Coma in charge of that one. And the man from down under who's always getting over, it's Coma Toast. What's up, Coma?
What's going on, peeps? Interesting episode of Raw.
What?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And Tony.
Very.
Hey, how's everybody doing? Got here late. Sorry, I'm getting some Sprite for the people.
Oh, nice.
Sprite. How is Sprite for the people?
They always put it on like
beverages are
Latinos
available.
and African Americans.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
On the ads. LeBron was a spokesperson for like 10 years.
I'm a Slice guy until they screwed up that name.
I was 7-Up.
Slice? Why is that from the 70s? Like 60s? Is that 60s? Well, do they even make them anymore?
That old.
Yeah, it's called what do they call it now? It's got some new name because they
Back
got
in my day.
Sierra Mist?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
Now Sierra Mist is called something else too, isn't it?
Yeah, because they effed up the can't even curse yet. They effed up the
You don't worry. I'm
the
looking
rights for it. Wait, are we on the air?
Oh yeah, we're live.
Oh. No, I'm saying like no. I was looking at the screen. No. I was looking at the screen and then it went blank. I was like, oh, are we broadcasting?
I mean, we're live. I don't know about you, but let's see what we got going on in the comments. Slice is still Slice, fellas. Okay, that was me. Slices still exist. Slice is still out there.
I think do they change chocolate bar names in America?
I mean, you mean from what they are in England? Yes.
What is Slice? No, I mean just in general, like because like we did it with I want to say Snickers.
Well, we used to have $100,000 bar, and now it's called $100,000.
What is the Slice exactly? Can you describe that for me?
Oh, it's like a Sprite. It's like a 7-Up. It's like a Sierra Mist or whatever that Sierra Mist is called now.
Right. It's a lemon and lime carbonate.
Back in my day.
It's not the same. It's not the same as like like Mountain Dew, because Mountain Dew it's not clear.
Mountain Dew is not lemon lime thing. It's meant
citrus,
to be.
right? It's just
it's also lethal.
Yeah, it's supposed to be something else. Well, I'm going to say this right off the bat because I do want to talk about some wrestling. I'm going to say
4
this.
seconds.
I liked Raw. Now you can take over, Meef.
Right. Fuck WWE.
Bro, wow. You saw that? 506.
Am I allowed to use the C word yet? What a sack of.
Oh, wow.
I'm just going to do one thing and one thing only.
What's this all about? Ah.
No, lover.
Tell us how you really feel. Man, okay, so let me tell you about this one time when I was in Walmart. Teflon.
No, what?
And I just thought I had the bubble guts, man. Like I had some chili dogs, Skyline chili from Cincinnati, and I was in the Walmart, and I was funnily enough, I was getting some bed sheets, so maybe I knew in my mind maybe I shouldn't tell this story. I'm just gonna move on.
Yeah, please, God. Okay.
I mean, this no. To be fair, it's a good segue because this episode of Raw was very much like a Vince McMahon era episode of WWE Raw, and Justin was doing a skit from WWE Vince McMahon. So
he's gonna puke. Love Vince. Love that guy.
Do you think they're going to go now with the first family rather than bloodline? That seemed to be the little. Do you know, because they always like drop a little, like a little pause, and then they'll say something, and they use the first family. And I was like, oh, okay, are we gonna have bloodline versus first family?
Right. Well, there's more than one family. Then there's the first family, and then there's second generation nepos. But they don't.
Which was the end of the segment tonight, also.
Yeah, they don't. They don't have all of their family around, though. I want to give a big shout out to Brock Rechsteiner, Scott Steiner's actual kid, for getting picked up in the draft. Anyway.
Oh, that's right. He did get picked up.
The other hoss ass crazy Rechsteiner boy, Braun's cousin.
He is a genetic freak.
Yeah, they kind of all are. Let's be honest. So, where did this thing open? It started with Roman, right?
Yeah, it started with the Roman.
It started with Roman in the room with the Usos being very mafioso-esque, which I guess if you're going to have a mob family in wrestling,
it was effectively a Escobar and the Garza's promo. Or Escobar.
Back when they were feuding with Tony D.
Yeah.
Who is now the only top guy left in NXT.
Yeah.
On the entire roster. That's a whole other point, though. I don't know what you thought, guys, but I liked it. Am I
very
crazy?
Cinematic.
I just feel like we're running down the same track all over again. It's like if you're going to do the whole bloodline angle again, yeah, it can be done, but you've got to be a bit more original with it. I think it's just I don't want to run down the same storylines and run the same thing out again. Do you know what I mean? I know that we've got more of the bloodline in there now to be able to interact with and make some sort of storyline happen, but just they've got to be careful that they just don't repeat what
maybe. I mean, this is exactly the way the bloodline story kind of kicked off. Back when Jimmy got sent home for alcohol abuse or whatever, and then they did Roman versus Jay back in the early days of the bloodline. We're kind of doing that again with Fatu, I think, because I don't see him staying at odds with the family after this feud. Just like Jay didn't stay at odds with Roman after their feud. I think this is what Roman does. I do think it is a little bit of his formula of, hey, I'm gonna put my guys over. Like, if you're gonna let me, I got family up in here, and I'm gonna put them. Yeah, I'm gonna get them a spot. Like, I might not let them beat me, but like, I got cousins in here. I'm gonna talk about
it at the top of the hour. You know, like this is nepotism. Like, oh wow, straight up. What? That's the last line. Before they started, like, beating the crap out of each other. Yeah, I thought that was really on the nose, but I mean. I don't know.
Well, what does Roman care? Roman is looking around like, TKO, you're going to let me have all my family in here? Okay.
Wow. That's your
I'm going to put them all on TV.
I think they've got to do exactly
hold on. He needs to work on that impression.
I got to work on Roman? Okay, I'll work on
that.
Roman.
It was not Ben's level of.
Not Samoan enough.
No. Go ahead, Koma. Sorry.
No, I was just saying, like, I don't know what I was actually saying. You stole my idea straight in my head. What's to
My
say?
bad.
The thing is we see the. I mean, I suppose a good way for this to end at Backlash is, you know, they have a good match. It's very close. Blah blah blah. But Roman obviously overcomes and wins. Maybe they might do an MFT running, you know, kind of thing going on. But I mean, you kind of want, I suppose, Roman. Whilst he wants to be acknowledged, it's actually more of a Roman acknowledging Jacob, if you know what I mean. Jacob will lose, but he acknowledges Jacob by bringing him in. If
Maybe.
You know what
I mean,
I think they need to do what you said. What you said at WrestleMania, Justin. I reckon they need to bring all the Samoans in. We've got to really get some faces in there, not just the typical ones you see. You know, like,
Civil War.
All the Samoans?
not. I mean, like these companies have to understand
the whole island.
That we do want the greatest hits sometimes, but also what we don't want is to feel like we're just being placated. Like if anything coming out of this WrestleMania, what the WWE and TKO should realize is go for some crazy shit. Do some shit. Give us some exciting faces, some exciting names. Do some things like even the Pat McAfee thing. I'm not going to stay too mad at it because I feel like it was a shot, but they miscued on that shot because for a lot of us fans, it was like, yeah, but we just saw Pat McAfee as a babyface. The last time we put this guy in a storyline, you had him go toe-to-toe with Gunther, and you had all of our sympathy behind him, and then you expect him to come in before WrestleMania 2.5 weeks. You did a good job of making him a heel, but at the same time, that's not what we wanted. Nobody felt good about that. But now if you had just brought him in and done something exciting with him, sure, whatever. Just do the stuff. Like live a little on the edge. Like I know you guys we've talked about JCW a little bit too, and it's like you see what Russo does. He doesn't completely break the format, but he lives a little. Like he'll throw something in. He'll do a little something. Why not? There's no reason not to. Have some fun. Have some Danhausens with it. Bring up Joe Hendry and have him sing a song. See if it works. F it. Whatever. You know? But this segment, I agree, did not feel like new ground. But to me, this was playing the greatest hits of a song that I actually liked. For me.
Do you know what it is? It's the 50th re-release of the Rolling Stones' greatest hits repackaged.
Remastered.
No, on Blu-ray.
Introduce myself. I mean, good song's a good song, Meef.
Yeah, it's footage of World War II in color.
Oh, he said it was colorized, old Turner style. All right. Okay, so if Roman didn't do it for you, then surely Seth and Braun did it for you.
I mean,
was that just a deep sigh?
As Roman Keaton said, I say you say it best when you say nothing at all. No, I
True that.
It was
never met it as a wise man. Sorry.
Are we both turning this on and off? Sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing it.
Let
me just go back to this one. Sure.
That's what happened when someone saw Seth Rollins enter a ring. Or it might have been what happens when Seth Rollins enters a ring. I'm not sure. But
what was he trying to play?
It was a segment that happened. Braun Breaker got new music.
Yeah, it was good.
Yeah. I didn't actually see Heyman come out with him for some strange reason. When he suddenly appeared, I was like, was he stood behind him? Like hiding?
You can't miss him, mate. You can't miss the guy.
I honestly don't understand how I missed it.
Heyman.
It's because Seth Rollins was in the ring.
That's because he didn't do it. He didn't do his "My name is Paul Heyman." He didn't do the intro.
And he actually just handed the mic over to Braun too. Yeah. Like, weren't you half expecting Paul to talk for Braun?
Yep.
And then he just handed him the microphone. It was incredible.
It was like he didn't go into his Uncle Scott's mathematic equations. You know, we were in trouble then.
Steiner math.
He's definitely got better. He does now pause because his brain stops. He shouldn't let his brain. He shouldn't allow his brain to work because it will go too far for him. He stops and pauses to he's learning his cadence to kind of stay in control.
It's like when
But he
Homer,
still seems like a nervous, roided out psycho, right? Like a nervous, roided out psycho, right?
Yep.
I mean, it does play into it, but sometimes it's a little bit too much like Homer Simpson arguing with Marge, and then he goes like, blah, 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 blah. Homer, please think before you speak. And then he's like, oh, you let down Lisa, or whatever. I don't know. I don't remember.
Go crazy. Don't mind if I do.
Okay. Again, I will say this. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a good promo battle. I thought Seth took it a little easy on the guy, but rightfully so. And he got in some good, like, come on, the Seth impression with the holding the nose. That was good.
I'm just looking at that right now.
It was, Daniel, help me out here. Or don't.
Yeah, I think that it was a good promo for Braun because he was able to take the opportunity that Seth gave him. When he said that I gave everything to him, well, like to you, and then Braun said that you didn't give me shit. It was really good. I just turned my head to the TV right away.
See, it was like, hey, what? Oh, Braun got some Skittles.
Yeah,
I mean, he's not
new here, though.
Freaking MJF level or anything, but like, I don't know, something about Braun.
Give him the opportunity.
I think he plays scary very well. He is that guy that you see in the bar, and like he, they always say, does it pass the airport test when they're talking about wrestlers? But to me, it's, does he pass the end of the bar test? If I'm sitting in the bar and I'm having a couple drinks and I'm getting that little spidey tingle of like, oh, there's a dude in here that is the wrong dude to fuck with. Like, those are the wrestlers that I really like. Like Eddie Kingston gives me that vibe. Like, this dude will just wild out.
Very different reasons, though.
Right, but I'm saying there's different versions of that. If I see Braun Breaker in the bar, I'm not pushing up on him. I'm not like playing little games and trying to hit on his girl or whatever. Like, that dude is roided out. He's a total piece of crap, and he will just batter you. Not to impress his boys, but because he's stupid, because he's crazy, because he's got that nervous energy, and he's like.
You said a very important thing there, his boys there, right? So, do you know what he reminds me of?
What's that?
What?
I won't call him a little chihuahua. I'll call him a dash hund. He's a little dash hund who's with his boys who are all big meatheads, who are all, actually tall, not 5'6" in heels. Sorry, Tony.
He said it was Prince.
Why I have to get reference?
He's the yappy puppy dog that gets everybody into a fight. That's what when I look at Braun Breaker, that's what I see.
But the yappy puppy dog
I don't
because we all know we can just snatch the yappy puppy dog up by the nape of the neck, and the yappy puppy dog can't go anywhere. You telling me you're gonna snap that dude up by the nape of the neck?
I think that bark is definitely louder than its bite when I look at him.
Well, that's Paul Heyman. For me.
I just don't get that. I don't get that vibe with Braun Breaker yet. He does a run on a sphere. That I don't get him as a legit badass bad guy. He might.
You don't see him as menacing. Look, and I grew up in a different era where the Rechsteiner name maybe carried a little more weight. So maybe
definitely his dad and his uncle. I'm terrified of.
And look, Rick has turned into an absolute piece of crap in his old age.
Yeah.
Scott's still the man, whatever. But yeah, his daddy, Rick Steiner.
I think supposedly the difference is we don't have the college culture that you do, but like he reminds me, he's like the guy on the rugby team who gets everybody into a fight, and you're like, oh god, this guy.
It's just
he's the guy who's like small and mouthy and gets.
But see, I don't see him as the small and mouthy one. I see him as the one that's at the end of the bar where you bump into him by accident and he's just gonna swing.
I see him as
he is the one always
really lovely afterwards. I think he buys me a drink.
He's the guy you put a collegiate headset on, like the collegiate wrestling headset, and he's his dad. Like, honestly, there's a splitting image of each other.
Oh,
he really is.
He's the guy out of South Park. That's not wrestling.
That's not wrestling. It's wrestling.
Well, look, the verdict is out on Braun because some people think that everyone agrees that he is an absolute cross between Scott Steiner and Rick Steiner. But some people think that he got all of the bad parts of Scott and Rick Steiner, and some people think that he got all the good parts. I tend to think that he got the good parts. A lot of people think that he got the bad parts.
Okay, guys, I came here to see what happened at Raw. Now we're discussing male archetypes. Let's just go to the next segment.
We got Calero chants.
We did. I loved it. It's Laredo, right?
I did not realize it was Laredo, so I was like,
Texas. Yeah,
I was like, yeah. Well, as
it's not just any Texas. That's Laredo.
Yeah.
Texas.
I can't remember who they were calling Calero though.
Calero. That's how you could tell it was Laredo, because they say Calero like Laredo.
It's Calero.
Calero. I couldn't understand it at first. I was like, is that a Calero?
Yeah, I know, Daniel. No, relax. I live with this. You have to understand. They will mispronounce things, and we just...
It's fine.
It's okay. I'm pretty sure Daniel gets confused when he hears your Spanish.
And English too. Don't worry.
I love it. Hey, I like the fact that I'm the one on the show without an accent.
Sure.
For
That's
me,
what you think.
Yeah.
You think.
No, to be fair, he lived in LA for so long. You know that does to people's accents.
Ruins everything.
Yeah. Just look at Byron.
I won't just start talking.
He's not even here, and I'm like shitting on him. Sorry. I know he's watching. Probably not. You better be editing that interview.
The other thing was the crowd. Apart from when, like, I may have missed what match. Oh no, it was during this promo. The crowd was quite, like, apart from the Calero, they were quite quiet. Like when Bron was like doing a bit, there wasn't a lot of noise. I
think this crowd especially was in a tough spot tonight because they didn't know who to cheer and who to boo. I think this crowd kind of liked Heyman and Braun a little bit, but also Seth has just come back as a babyface. And the last time Laredo saw Seth, he was a heel. And when you get WWE crowds, there's a lot of casuals in these crowds a lot of times. And they'll come through the room and they'll be like, oh, he's a heel now? Well, the last time I watched, Bailey was a face or this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think you had a lot of that tonight. And then they made it worse because Laredo understands what's going on in 𝔸𝕃𝕄. And then you have the whole thing with Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. And I think it was like, I'm sitting there thinking, it's Grande Americano versus Rey Mysterio. This is great. But then the crowd is going, but we don't know who to cheer for. And then you have the same thing with Roxanne Perez coming out there. Of course, they're going to cheer their hometown girl, but she's on the heel team.
And facing a Mexican.
Right. The whole...
Well, I don't know. They're trying to swing that angle there. They're trying to swing the whole Judgment Day angle with, Finn bringing Roxanne in and, her having a secret, Well,
but I think they had to do that because they knew she was going to get cheered.
People cheer when Roxanne hit Stephanie.
Yeah,
I was going to say, was there a segment with Stephanie on it?
Yeah.
Was it before Rollins or after Rollins? I think it might have been after Rollins.
Yeah, before Penta. That's just what I know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because Penta versus Rusev was the first match.
Took a while to get there.
Yeah.
I loved that match. Another thing I liked. It wasn't anything special, but it
we're gonna have to check your bank statements, bro. I'm just saying.
we're getting this. This is gonna be A-star grading at the end of this.
Bro, I liked this episode. I said it right at the beginning of the show. I liked this episode of Raw. I enjoyed it. I thought that I was sitting there watching, and some of Penta's matches recently haven't been all that. And I'm not saying that this was a 5-star match or anything, but I was like, what I said to myself? I was like, dang, Rusev isn't a half bad base. He was giving Penta all the right stuff.
Yeah.
And for what the match was, they did exactly what they were supposed to do. The ending was exactly what it was supposed to be.
It's really good.
I'm not saying it's like some amazing match that I'm going to remember 5 weeks from now, but for watching it tonight and for what it was supposed to be, I was like, yeah, that works for me.
You're right, and I had to set up storylines as well. You know, like with Ethan Page as well. Yeah.
Like those guys went out there, they earned their money tonight. They did their jobs. They entertained me a little bit. Like I wasn't expecting it to be WrestleMania. You know, I just needed a solid match from those guys that told the right story, and they did it.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easy to me. I don't know.
And then there was a Americanos bit after this, wasn't there?
Yes.
In the advert, which was
no, it was Io.
Why did they do that?
Io,
no, was
the man, or it was Americanos.
I don't even know because
Americanos, yeah.
Meef gets a better feed than I did because I watched the regular Netflix with all the ads. So
yeah, there was it was in the international.
There was an ad
feed.
for Hulk Hogan.
Oh,
and
yes,
then Los Americanos.
Shh, Comatose is
yeah,
on the show.
I'm sorry. I forgot about this.
Beginning.
I forgot. I'm
yeah.
sorry.
Because Ludwig decided to speak in German when he did his English. But what's really weird with this is where again the not confusion, but they've just mishandling. That's the word I put it. Mishandling.
Mishandling, yeah.
He did a good thing where he was like, "Oh, to prep for my match, I want to face Rey Mysterio, the greatest luchador of all time." Blah blah blah. Which is a good idea, you know, if you want to test yourself and prepare for the thing, you know, beating or fighting Rey Mysterio coming close would be a good way. We'll just I had to fast forward to later in the show, but I'd like to get the Americanos bit out of the way. They then confuse this later by he walks in on Chad Gable and Ray talking, and then does this whole thing where he's like disappointed with Ray, and like I didn't get it. He even on this show they had him in AAA character, being respectful about Ray, to then being the heel wanting to take on Ray for an alternative thing, and then they're also siding Ray with Chad Gable's Americano.
So much.
And it's just like, can you please just concentrate for 5 seconds?
And in Laredo.
Yeah.
Which may have been a mistake.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Are they still trying to play like...
I feel like he knows his character. He knows what he's doing with the character in AAA. And then they bring him to Raw, and it's like, hey, you're a totally different character here.
Do you know what the problem is? It's his 2 little sidekicks. They mess everything up. They need to not be anywhere near this. They need to.
They are heels.
Yeah, but
do they get cheered in Mexico? Do Rayo and Bravo get cheered in Mexico too?
Yeah,
yes.
Just because they're adjacent to El Grande.
Yeah, they're completely different actors, though.
But yeah, when they're in America, they are racist.
Yeah, they are.
They're really fucking bad.
That's where the storyline gets blurred, though. I think
it's very Three Amigos kind of like shtick. And it's just really bad. And the little dancing thing that they do, like
even when they're doing social media stuff, it's like when they're doing AAA social media, it's completely different than what they're doing. You know,
they've just got
WWE
stuff. Do a little video for us, we'll stick it out, and no one vets it.
Well, thank God they are in Undertaker's promotion, Undertaker's little down south promotion or whatever Ric Flair calls it.
That indie they got over here.
If you guys didn't catch that, oh my God, just go look at Ric Flair's comments towards towards Tiffy Stratton's English husband.
No, but he did a second round, I think, today.
He did. Yeah. Where he apologized to Tiffy's husband, who Tiffy has not been with for almost 2 years, by the way. Then he apologizes to Tiffy's husband, saying that he hears he's a pretty good wrestler down in Undertaker's promotion. He called AAA Undertaker's promotion. I wonder who he got a phone call from. Because you know who it was. It was like Mark called him up like, Rick, this is one of my guys, dude. What are you doing? He's working for me now. And Rick was like, oh, what do you mean he's working for you? And he's like, oh, yeah, I'm running this promotion for AAA. Rick probably didn't know what the fuck he was talking about.
Look, Rick, we can get you in.
And so he just puts out the random apology, capitalizing the first letter of every word, which is just insane. I love when old men get to the point where they can go full get off my lawn and nobody can do anything about it. Give me more. I want Ric Flair tweets every day of the week now.
He's got to the I don't give a fuck stage of his life.
He shouldn't. He's Ric Flair. But it's like we already know how awful a person you are, and we know how great a person you are. So at this point, there's nothing you're going to do that's going to dissuade anybody one way or the other. Like
they've offered him a holiday to Mexico. The booze is great. He's going to love it. And he's like, yeah, I apologized to her about everything I just said. Oh, well, I said it.
I don't even think he realized that, like, he's still under contract to AEW. He's like trying to go to WrestleMania and stuff and wondering why he can't get in and this, that, and the other thing. It's like, bro, you still have that weird promotional contract with AEW for like another 6 months.
You just have that was a like energy drink thing with them, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He signed an agreement. He took like millions of dollars from Tony Khan, and he forgets that, like, yeah, Tony Khan doesn't ask you to show up to work, but like he owns your ass on paper. Sorry.
No, $7 million. You just cannot go to the other show while you're on the other show.
Yeah,
that's just how that works.
It was probably Charlotte just telling him, "Look, Dad, look, you can't come to Mania because look, you upset Ludwig, and like blah blah blah." Just trying to play it off, and he was like took it as gospel. He thought, "I'll do something nice and innocent, little white lie," and no.
I'm just curious to ask, like, Daniel and Tony specifically, like, does the weight of like a mask versus mask sort of match in Mexico, does it hold like I guess a lot more value than what I guess the American market would sort of see that sort of match? Like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's just like the biggest fight that you can have.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out how we're gonna go to that show.
Yeah,
that is our mission.
It's more expensive than WrestleMania.
Yeah, it is more expensive right now than WrestleMania.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
We're trying to see.
What's it called? Night of the Greats.
Night of los Noche de los Grandes.
So, putting into context is that modern day, I'd probably say the last 10 years, wrestlers have survived losing their mask. Back in the days when they first lost them, you didn't see them again, or they had to hood up again. They had to create a new character somewhere. And even then, the commissions were very against that.
Yeah,
like I guess we know who's behind the mask, so does it hold as much weight? Is what I'm saying. Like I get the whole
thing is that
I get the pride behind the mask and being the mask and stuff. Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, but they have created enough expectation about who's gonna keep the character more than anything. Yeah. Because we already know, right? They already hinted from like the inception of it was that we knew somebody was putting on a mask that didn't belong into the mask, the luchadors or whatever. But now we want in Mexico, we want Venti to keep the mask. So that's why it's relevant. Yeah, that's his name.
Yeah.
I have called him that. I'm gonna stick with it.
So that's the big draw card, as well as they're announcing a new general manager as well. Yeah.
And that will just be Undertaker, right? So he can be on camera. Do you think he's going to put himself on camera?
He's a grand
What was that? What was that?
The new general manager.
Vampiro becomes the general manager of AAA. That means he has to retire at least once a year from being the general manager of AAA.
Who forgot he retired again?
What were you saying, Dani? I think Dani was going to say.
Yeah, he was saying something.
Oh no! I agree. Like everyone thinks that the tallest or Venti is gonna keep it.
Venti.
So yeah, Venti. So I'm cheering for that. I'm gonna cry if he doesn't, but let's see what happens.
Okay, so to my point, I know that I was talking about this on the chat, and I don't know. Daniel might back me up on this because we've been to all kinds of shows in Mexico. Do you agree with me that if AAA either makes Venti lose or does not give him a lengthy run by himself and then take the mask off or whatever you want to do, they got to give him a lengthy run. It's not only that he needs to win this, but then they got to give him something, right? they're gonna turn a lot of people into CMLL. Like, they're just gonna give fans directly to CMLL.
Yeah. Right now, the only thing that came across CMLL and Mexico is El Grande Americano.
Yeah, that is the only differentiator right now.
Yeah.
So the thing as well is if you want to make Vikingo the biggest heel ever, have him take his mask in a screw job.
Ooh,
screw job.
Yeah,
that would be a good idea.
Justin's not liking any of this conversation. Do you want to chime in to the Mexican scene? Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I look. All I know is,
do you want Gable?
No, God, no. I want Gable to go away. I want Gable back. I said on this show a ton of great stuff about Gable as like he was the glue in the mid card. I think he's the reason why you don't have a good SmackDown and Raw show, because he's not Chad Gable right now. And back in the day, he was holding down a solid 40 minutes of Raw every night for like a year and a half.
True. Yeah.
And it was like he single-handedly replaced the 24/7 belt and like a tag team division. Because Jimmy and Jay were covering for Roman the whole time, and like they had the tag belts or whatever. And I think there was only one set of tag belts at the time or something like. And it was like Elijah and Chad Gable and Otis and like I don't know. There's like 4 dudes basically in the New Day, just like holding the entire middle of the show together every night, and just like they just would throw them out there, and you'd be like, oh, here we go. But then it'd be like, oh shit, Chad Gable is putting on fucking 5-star clinics out here. Like, why is Dave Meltzer not giving this guy a million stars?
To your point, I think if they make Gable stick with the mask, they are going to damage his career a little.
Yes, and but on the other side, I would never take Marcel out of the mask ever. I would make him stay. I would keep him as Grande Americano for the next 20 years.
Let me say something. Like, if he, let's say he goes on a 2-year run with the mask, and then he becomes because he won the Rey de Reyes, right? So he's got the ability to challenge for the title. And he can do it in December, right? It doesn't have to be right away. And you give him the title and he holds it and stuff like that. And then at one point he loses the mask for whatever reason, because the guy's good looking, he cannot keep it on the mask or whatever. We're gonna forget that he ever was anything else but. Like he will just be allowed to, like, yeah, we don't care that he was Lucha.
I just think he should keep. I wouldn't take him out of the gimmick. I don't think it ever runs out. I think he could do the gimmick for 20 years.
Yeah. Well, his 2 friends will definitely run out pretty soon.
Yeah, two friends lose the mask, and maybe
but I mean, look, those guys are going to keep their mouths shut.
Replace everybody behind all the masks, and just chop it up. You know, you could have like Vampiro behind one of them.
Those guys are blessed. That mask is the only thing that kept Butch from getting fired, and the other one is dating the hottest chick on the planet.
No, those 2 are Triple H's children, and that's why they're still.
I mean, they have 4-leaf clovers stuck up their arses. There can't be any other explanation for it.
I mean, they're fantastic wrestlers. I mean, I've seen them, probably 50 times, but like they are.
I was a big fan of Pete Dunne. Hated Butch. Big fan of Pete Dunne.
Yeah,
the fingers, mate. The fingers, just breaking the fingers off.
And he's hilarious, by the way. He is actually genuinely hilarious.
I believe it.
He used to do a lot of like comedy spots. Like, so when he was at WWE, he would come back to Fight Club Pro dressed in a ghillie suit and just interrupt like a scramble match.
So random. You Brits are so random. Wait, so what part of Raw were we talking about?
Oh, after that we also got the Danhausen bits with the Miz.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
With all the human monies?
That's pretty funny.
They were amazing.
I did not see this. I will not pay for it.
The money.
That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Roman
it's really
Reigns?
good.
Not so good.
I have the benefit of being taught how to do Danhausen by Danhausen. I haven't exactly been hanging out with Roman Reigns.
What do you mean? You want me to give him a call? I'm fucking with you.
I mean, if you would,
Wow.
if you could spare a size 10.5 of one of his shoes, that'd be excellent. What was the Danhausen segment since I didn't see it?
So I think there's about 2 or 3 I think in total, but the first one was was like located the Miz's house and then he entered it and
oh wait, why did he do the Stone Cold Steve Austin thing?
He ended up in the Miz's pool.
It was way more.
Watch movies with Maurice.
Okay.
Oh, that happens at the end.
Got shit at the end, yeah.
Yeah, he also stole a slammy and then cycled off with their kid's bike.
Yeah, he stole a kid's bike.
Why am I not seeing this?
Wait, where?
This just makes my episode of Raw even better.
He went past the Cybertruck and went, "Oh, a spaceship."
Was that after or before Becky Lynch's match?
Which one?
Becky Lynch's match. Was it before or after?
Well,
I think it was before.
You see, Tony, my notes might not have included Becky Lynch at all.
Just like mine don't include when
that was good though.
Popped up.
Yes, go.
Man, could you just tell though? Could you tell everyone in that match and everyone surrounding that just was feeling bad for Kyrie not being there?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but this was quite a safe one as well because I don't think the crowd were chanting the "We want Kyrie."
Right, they weren't.
And I need £10 from the wall, by the way.
Too.
You all owe me.
I mean, that was I feel like that was a very Lucha Libre crowd in there.
Yeah.
Even though they didn't cheer a lot in the Ray Grande match, but still.
They were very excited for Penta.
Yeah.
Whatever. Hell yeah.
They should have been. They got their guy, even though he's not from Texas.
Everyone's favorite guy now.
I want Justin to try the whistle.
I can't.
Oh,
can't do
stop. Gotta
I
practice.
can't teeth whistle. I can whistle. I can't teeth whistle though. Where's Hernandez? Where you at, dog? Hernandez is like my buddy now. He wants me to come drinking with him.
More than these, like you have to do like the thing.
I can't do it with the
stretch the bottom lip across the teeth.
Why are we trying to do this whistle?
Because we're Mexicans, cabrón. Órale. What's the next thing that happened?
Jeez.
Órale.
La arriba la raza.
Yeah, we get McConaughey's like memory. My God. Oh yeah, Asuka did a nice little promo afterwards. Her English was really good, isn't it? It's a really good promo, but her English was like solid.
Who, Asuka's?
Yeah.
That's just the continuation.
You know what happened, right? You know what happened.
Is it because
Steph McCare has made all of the foreigners look bad?
Yeah.
She came in with horrible English, not even like a year and a half ago, and made it to main roster champ and learned the whole ass language, cutting promos, making everybody look. Because, dude, Tony will tell you the first thing when Steph got signed, it was just like, oh, but what are they going to do about her talking? Like, it wasn't even a joke. Everybody on the planet was like,
I wouldn't say it like that. But
no,
yes.
Steph McCare was going to WWE, and nobody imagined she was going to be cutting real ass promos a year later.
You know, nobody. Her English was poor, to say the least.
Yes.
To be honest, like
yes.
that. But also, I knew this was her dream, and that she was gonna, because she got signed, did the 2 things in Mexico City and Monterrey, and then she was just posting photos in Orlando. That was the only thing she was doing for like 4 months. And I was like, what's she doing? And so I asked.
She was learning.
And she was learning.
And so was Penta.
Yeah.
Penta's English might be better than Phoenix's now. And Phoenix been speaking English for 10 years.
Yeah.
I mean, look, Penta did not put in the work to learn English when he was in AEW. He didn't care to. Everybody knows it. It's not a secret. It's not a big deal. It was fine. He didn't need to. And then when he went over to WWE, people said that he was doing classes like 4 days a week because all of a sudden he wanted it. And him and Steph both just kind of did it on their own. So now Asuka's looking around like, shit, I've been here like 14 years. I better learn how to speak.
Yeah, they need to learn how to.
But it's also funny because this is only required by American audiences. American guys go to New Japan and speak English for 15 years and get over just fine. And they translate for them and it's fine.
English is lingua franca, bro. So, for
yeah,
those that Latin, that means that's a universal language. Yeah, so that's just the way it is. Like,
I would really like it if Americans who came to Britain, or especially England, would talk in an English accent or English
properly
speaking. Because
you want
whatever language,
when we go to
whatever language they
in the
speak
word
is
color.
not English. Yeah,
color does not have any U's in it, Meef. There's nothing I can do about that.
Yeah,
who invented it? The French. Okay, so
the letter is Z and not Z.
It's Z.
Z.
It's not a Z. It's a Z.
It's so hard.
Aluminium.
Is it a zebra or zebra?
Aluminium.
It's a zebra.
Also A B Z. Makes no sense.
Oh, awkward.
Zed's dead, baby. Zed's dead.
Don't be mad that we upgraded your stuff and made it better, bro.
You didn't do it to tea, did you?
Metric Imperial. Metric Imperial.
I will give you tea. I will give you tea. I will give you fish and chips in a newspaper. Our newspapers don't taste as good here.
It's the ink. It's the deadly carcinogenic ink that we use.
You do know the right temperature for your ales. We do not over here in America. We do not know how to serve an ale.
No, but the thing is, there's a common misconception that we have. No, we don't. This is the thing.
Oh, it's lager.
No. So yeah, lager's cold-ish. Americans drink lager at like minus degrees, which means you can't taste it, which is genius because their beer tastes like shit.
Right, exactly.
It tastes worse than Australian beer.
You want it to almost be a slushy level, so where it's like melting when it hits your throat, or else it's no good.
Coors Light literally has the tap, and it's like it's dripping. We have them here, the ice taps, but like general beer is like cool, like it's nice and refreshing. Cider, oh my god, there's nothing better than if you're on a warm day and you go and get a proper ice cold cider. Oh my god,
I love it. So what happened next on Raw, Meef? I don't know what happened next.
Well, on Takeshi's Castle.
Oh, never mind.
Takeshi's Castle. Hey,
I got excited about game shows.
Please show it now.
Oh yeah, Logan Paul happened. Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry made a joke about firing people.
No, Joe Hendry made a joke about firing wrestlers. That's what you said on your Twitter. Stick to it, which means you were inadvertently calling Logan Paul a wrestler.
Logan Paul identifies as a wrestler and as
wow. We're gonna get canceled,
His pronouns are world and champion.
As a progressive man like myself, as a cis white male, I stick to people's pronouns. So he wants to be called a wrestler, so I call him a wrestler.
We respect everybody's.
Joe Hendry, unfortunately, is too close to England.
Dead.
That's what I'm saying.
Anyway,
he might catch a few things.
You've got to nerd out with Bex on game shows.
Yeah, what's the game shows that are better, Beck? Like you say that the British have better game shows. What game shows are better?
Isn't there one where you have to like go into a library and be quiet?
To be no, oh my god. The weird thing about British game shows,
there was one episode.
TV, so Justin will know this from reality TV. All reality TV is invented by the Dutch. Endemol.
Oh, Endemol, yeah.
Yeah, see, there you go.
We've been taking formats from the Dutch for a long time.
Dutchenhausen.
Yeah,
you're right. That is a Japanese game show. I like Japanese game shows.
Because Castle is great.
Well, the best thing about Takeshi
Bonsai
I think
and Bonsai.
I spent because obviously Craig Charles from Red Dwarf does the voiceover here, which is amazing to watch, right? But Takeshi's Castle, for years I didn't realize was anything to do with Takeshi Kitano or Beat Takeshi, which is the craziest thing because in Japan, bit of a comedian, Takeshi's Castle, all his films absolutely brutal, and it's I just absolutely loved it. As soon as I found out he made Takeshi's Castle, I was over them. Anyway,
like, oh, this is great.
Anyway, what happened on the show?
Byron here.
Z is for zebra.
Logan Paul got upset about the Flight of Logan Paul song.
How'd the song go?
Came out. I can't remember.
Memorable.
I can't remember who. Oh yeah, the Street Profits came out and attacked Logan Paul.
So wait, they did. Was this? What's his name? Henry?
Joe Hendry.
I
Joe
believe in
Joe Hendry.
Thank you.
How do you say
his
his
name?
name? Trying to say Joe again?
Joe.
Oh.
Joe.
Joe
It
is gonna kill
to
you.
hear someone speaking. Yeah.
Say his name,
Was
man.
that his? Was that his debut?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was?
Player and he signed for Raw.
Part of his thing was picking Raw as his established place, now leaving Tony D'Angelo as the sole name that anybody knows on NXT in the men's side.
Poor Ricky Starks.
Ricky is called up too.
Ricky's SmackDown.
Please don't.
Oh dear Lord.
See, this is the problem.
God.
Okay,
Are
so
we getting
I wanted to
Breezango
talk
back
about
together?
that though. Like I know because that's something that I was talking about with a friend of ours. Lane wouldn't take off. What do you guys feel about, like, I mean, I'm happy lots of our friends and people that we've known for a while are getting called up, like Ethan and Ricky, and in this case Joe Hendry, although that's more of a Simon Miller's friend. But doesn't this feel like a little desperation? And then I heard somebody, I thought it was you, Justin,
A little.
that said that they wanted Javon to stay for another 6 months in NXT, right?
HBK wanted him to stay, yeah.
Yeah. So don't you guys think that? And I'm not wishing any ill on anybody. Again, even when I talk shit about Bron Breakker, I hope he stays healthy now because he keeps coming back, and every time I say something, he gets hurt. Don't you think that they're not ruined? Maybe they're not ruined right now, but don't you guys think that it might be ruining 2027?
No, here's my thing. You're under this big umbrella, right? You're under this TKO banner. And to me, there were weeks where I would turn on NXT and I'd be like, these are better performers and this is better TV. Why?
Yep.
It shouldn't be that way.
Sure.
And I think TKO is saying that too. Like, I think those executives are watching their this thing that they own now. They're seeing how dreadful SmackDown is, and they're wondering why Triple H has given Road Dogg that job. And then they're looking over at NXT and they're like, what the hell? And then they're seeing the reaction as they slowly trickled a couple of guys up. Like, wait a minute. All these guys are getting over, and they're getting over better than a lot of these guys that are up here. What are we doing? Why is this show that the CW paid us $1.37 for, keeping all this talent and all these things that are working, when we've got these shows over here that Netflix is paying us $5 billion for, and that USA is paying us, $600 million for, and whatever, like, and ESPN's getting these pay-per-views that they're mad at us about. What are we doing? Oba is the biggest thing we got. So bring them all up here. And I heard that, like I said before, I heard the Busted Open guys say it a few weeks ago, and credit to them because they were the ones that made me start believing it. And a lot of the stuff, especially that Bubba Ray says, I don't agree with at all. But they said, like, look, just gut NXT. The whole point of NXT is developmental. Develop some new stuff. But all these other guys, they're ready for this. Ethan Page, been ready. Ricky Stark,
fine.
Been ready. Joe Hendry, been ready. Everyone was talking about Joe Hendry last year at WrestleMania. He was the biggest thing at Mania last year.
No, but let's be honest. the men's side of NXT has been underdeveloped. Like let's not deny that. The only thing that is certain, the only thing that is a certainty is if you bring a female from NXT to the main roster, regardless, it will be a hit. Like it doesn't, but the man is not the same thing. So that is my worry, that the lack of development. If you already have a hard time developing these guys in the developmental, less people use, and then you can cater and cut and whatever. You just put them out there, and these people that can be very successful at one point might get their career, truncated
too early.
Yeah.
The thing is, it's
that's
like
my
having
fear.
a fire.
It is not about like December; it's about 2028. He gets cut, gets him home. And I know that's gonna happen.
I mean, when I look back to WCW, when WCW was a 3-hour show, and it gave a young 20-year-old kid like Rey Mysterio, the Javon Evans of his time, a spot. It was a 3-hour show. It was a 3-hour show. There was time for him there. There was time for Alex Wright. There was time for these other guys that weren't the top guys. There was time for Hugh Morris. There was time for these other mid-card guys.
Let me take that back. That cutter he does from like the whatever, that was insane. I saw it earlier today, and that was the only thing that made me turn my head away from the telenovela that I'm watching right now. I'm actually watching.
That's because your boy Bouncy.
On the point would be
that was crazy, but I gotta say that's my worry.
Yeah, I wouldn't compare it to WCW because it's not comparable. No. Because the mid card at WWE now, you don't have you can't be successful like Ray, Psychosis, and all these other guys were, and Perry Saturn, Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit. They put on amazing matches in the mid card because people loved watching wrestling and it was entertaining, and the matches were fairly quick. And
I think this is the roster to do that with again. But I disagree.
But the thing is they've just fired a lot of people. That they failed. They failed with a lot of these people. These people weren't bad wrestlers or doing a bad job. They just weren't good. The company failed them. It's the only fucking right. I'm going to go on my rant now. This is the only fucking stupid business where the company fucking fails and the people get blamed for it like that.
Yeah.
Well, some of them were just flat out injured too, like Teresa Serrano and HDF, and a few of these people were just flat out injured. Nobody understands Kyrie. That's just weird.
Perfect example of the
no pay. Oh God!
But at the same time, I'll say, look, Jimmy was talking about like, dude, it looks like Johnny's safe for right now, and I'm like, this is great for Johnny. He doesn't have MCG there anymore. He doesn't have Tommaso Ciampa there anymore. But what does he have? He has Ricky Starks and Carmelo and Ilya Dragunov and Trick Williams and Javon Evans and Ethan Page, and just this slew of awesome mid-card guys that we can build a whole entire show around now. I'm eager. I think this is WCW. I think this is the best mid-card that WWE has had in 10 or 15 years.
Right.
Especially if you take the hood off of Gable and put him back in it.
So getting back to this thing. WWE is a creature of habit. They fail over and over again for the past 25 years to sort that mid-card out.
Yeah,
they've never done the WCW model themselves. They don't know how to do that. They don't know how to get people over. They have short concentration spans. They can't produce anything outside the top level, and they always give a weaker product across the show. That is their
okay. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
They're going to bring these guys up now.
Vince was never good at it.
They're going to get lost. Yeah, and Triple H is good
at what? Exactly. They're going to get lost. They're going to get lost.
This is TKO. This is TKO's plan.
Ari is going to come here and make mid-level car guys. Is that what
what Ari is doing is Ari is saying, Triple H, we went with your idea for a while. You're great at fixing Vince's ideas, but we want to try a new thing now. We think this young blood is the way to go. We don't want to pay all these old guys anymore. They're not our guys. We don't care. We want to keep a few that are our stars that we really love, and then we want you to freshen it up. Gut NXT, bring them up here. Who would you bring up? They consulted with him. He said, if I got to bring up a bunch of guys, this is who I would bring up. They all sat down and did it together. So now Triple H is in on it, but this is a new thing and a new way of doing it. This is a new group of people. Triple H has never tried this before.
Nobody is safe though, because if you look at like the company failing and people getting blamed for it and fired for it, a perfect example of what they're trying to do and that failing too is like if we look at the White Six, for example, I was never a fan of it, right? I just thought it was always going to fail, man, because it didn't have the it never was going to work. You know what I mean?
But that's Michael Hayes' fault.
Wait. The guys that got pushed, exactly, that's the company's fault, is what we're saying here. But you still pushed up a whole lot of young guys that were in there, like Dexter Lumis, Joe Gacy, that were in that group, and they made them tag team champions for a little bit. And now it's like, where are they now? Gone. And that was the company's fault for that. You know what I mean? Like, just because they gave them a shitty fucking gimmick when they could have been something special.
Yeah, you know what? The like dumbest.
Dexter's
I don't know if it was dumbest. I don't know. Something that bothered me a lot was at one point, I don't know if it was Corey or Michael that said the Intercontinental Division, it's very wide open right now. It's very exciting. I'm like, what does that even mean? What is the Intercontinental Division?
It means what I just said.
About?
There's an opportunity for the mid-carders.
No,
mid-card.
There's no such thing. You're just making shit up right now because you just brought all these guys. They cannot be at the top because at the top you have Roman Reigns and
and Cody Rhodes.
Oba brings it up.
Cody Rhodes, but you cannot have them because you brought them up and there's only one thing that people look.
And the only two guys I would be looking at right now to take down Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns would be Obafemi or Danhausen because they're the only guys that can move as much merch.
So I have a question for Justin. Because Justin,
that's what I was thinking. When are they going to put some gold into Danhausen? Probably by SummerSlam.
It's
Human third or fourth match in 2028.
It's already a slammy guy,
So Justin, question for you.
Yeah.
Since you just talked about Ari Emanuel and his,
no, I did.
He's made a decision and he's going to come in and he's come up with an idea. Can you please tell me which one of Ari Emanuel's ideas for WWE has worked? Because The Rock didn't work, Scott didn't work.
I can tell you exactly
which didn't work.
I can tell you exactly which one of Ari Emanuel's ideas worked.
Buying it didn't help.
Buying WWE from Vince McMahon and making himself a lot of money and getting himself a lot more power in the industry. When he keep this in mind, when he bought WWE, the valuation was lower than UFC's at the time. UFC was the more valuable of the two companies. The value of WWE is now almost triple of what UFC's is. In how many years?
Made it work for him.
The value of it. Because as far as I understand from the way Americans work, is that it's bullshit figures made up by yourselves. Donald Trump goes around talking himself a billionaire. I mean, before he's president.
Look at the rights deal.
I don't know. Do you want to say something? Because I thought you got interrupted by like everyone else.
No. Actually, I was waiting for Meef to finish because I have like a really rookie question.
That's fine.
All these planning and all these like meat cards and all these stories that they're building right now with all the people from NXT that's coming to SmackDown and Raw, right? So why they haven't tried, or I don't know if they already tried, have like a season break? Because I know that these machines runs 24/7, right? Mm-hmm. But they don't have time to plan anything. And there's people injured, there's people that they changed, they got fired or whatever. And there's
people that got injured and fired.
Exactly. So is for me should be like the NFL or like the football that they have a break, so they have time to structure, like they have the draft or they have these other kind of events and planning before going into another season.
It's foolish tradition of the carnival circuit created especially by the Memphis territory where they would do this loop through Ohio, Memphis, wherever, and they did this thing and they did it year round. And if some people couldn't come, you got other people to do it. And then Vince McMahon, of course, taking over the business from his father, you didn't take weeks off. You just didn't. And the problem was in the very early days when Vince nationalized this whole thing, then he did this deal with USA to do Monday Night Raw. When they were just doing the syndicated weekend shows, it was different. They could produce a bunch of them at once. They could take a break, and they did. They would take breaks around Christmas time. But then he did the deal with USA for Monday Night Raw, and that was over from there. They, even when they were taping it and they weren't even doing it live all the time, it just meant every week you're no longer putting together a 1 hour show of squash matches that was shown Saturday afternoon. You're now doing that in addition to also a 2 hour live show every week or a 2 hour news show with top guys facing off every week. And on top of that, the business model at that point in time was really the Saturday house show. That was where their real money was coming from. And so everything in Raw at the very beginning was pushing those Saturday house shows. It was pushing the show that was coming to your town. That was where they were making the real money. They weren't making money on Monday night. That was the whole rib of doing it on Monday night. Vince McMahon was like, I'll take your crappiest night of the week. I'll just put wrestling on it. It'll be a big ad for my Saturday show. That's all it was. But it worked. It drove the revenue so well on the Saturday show that they couldn't ever stop. Then they created other problems. They were offered a point in time to make Raw 3 hours long because there were enough advertisers finally interested. They took that opportunity. Then what becomes impossible to do? Go back to being a 2 hour show when they wanted to, because nobody wants to give up the extra money. So now you got to fill the time with garbage. And it's been happening to the point where there's more and more and more wrestling and more time that they have to fill, but the quality does not always exist to fill all of that time. So yes, should they take a season break? Anybody like me who's in TV knows that a good reset every now and then is good. Like I worked this one show, Food Paradise, where we got a 3-season order all at once. We went out and made all 3 seasons. And then we stopped because damn it, we needed a break. And then we came back and did a couple more seasons. But yes, TV naturally needs breaks. No, wrestling does not have any. It doesn't have any in TNA. It doesn't have any in AEW. It doesn't have any in WWE. And people wonder why Lucha Underground was so good. Maybe it's because they took annoyingly long season breaks.
I was just about to put in when as soon as you mentioned taking TV, and I was about to say, but TV and wrestling shows should never take a season break because they'll never come back.
Oh, got to be careful with those breaks, don't you? It gives people time to
also
think.
Answer the question that has been talked about. I want to say it might have been after COVID or it might have been pre-COVID. I'm not sure, but there was a lot of talk about it becoming a thing. And I know even on interviews, I want to say Becky Lynch, but I don't want to attribute anything to her. But there has been talk by some of the people that are higher up the card that why not do it? But the problem is obviously the people who spend billions of pounds on the TV product want their top stars, which is one of the things where they do this draft. They do the draft, and they haven't done it in a couple of years where they actually done the trading, have they? But there still is a draft of Raw and the SmackDown roster, but they just then float across anyway, and it just eliminates the point of having.
And I know we're not gonna get as like seasons like TV,
no,
because even now, now TV has even a bigger problem because now you have your House of Dragons in 2024 second season, and then you have your second season in 2027.
It's
so
crazy,
it's just crazy, right? But what they could do is they could split the people that you can watch summer and winter or whatever you want to call it, like 8 months overlap. You can have them overlap, and then you can move them to the next, to the next storylines. That will be the way to keep everybody healthy because these people are fresh.
The best way to look at it is Roman Reigns, everybody.
Yeah, exactly. Roman Reigns,
they do do it. They do it for Roman Reigns. So there's people there who could take a break.
Well, you build stories around it. It's like my idea for AEW was every single person should have to be put in a faction. Do it like it's a league. And then everyone has to be in a faction, and there's always storylines moving. There's always a way to advance storylines. And the way that Tony likes to book, you just base your factions on your super matches that you want, because then you have a reason for it, because they're in factions. It's like the Steelers versus the Browns. It's like, the Eagles versus the Redskins or whatever they're called these days. What are they called?
Could
now?
even do something strange where they did like because obviously I can't remember how many TV shows the AEW is, because when I first knew about AEW or whatever, I remember actually caring about AEW was which I might change soon. Was it had like 13 TV shows. But one idea for a little TV show, it might not make sense to the rest. So maybe you want to do it on the main one. Maybe do a proper draft, right? Like football, like you were saying, Justin, but have them actually bidding and trading players and like their tag team.
Right, it gives you built-in storyline.
Trading someone getting upset and going over to the other team, someone who they don't like them having to take because he's a good pick, and helps them advance their
it's the step that AEW never took to me. It's like, if you want a sports presentation, you should do that. But also, this show is raw dogging. So in dogging on Raw, they got to figure some of this stuff out. But I personally am excited about this mid card. I think this is great. I have no issue with the fact that they have gutted NXT to make this fabulous mid card.
I'm not saying. I mean, who cares about NXT? Of course, like
they shouldn't have. NXT was too good a show.
It's all right, man. Don't knock it.
They will bring more people from LFG or whatever they got. I don't even know.
Some more people.
Whatever.
That's right. That's right. There's plenty of people to get.
Or WWE. I mean, they're probably gonna bring a whole bunch of WWE ID people up.
Or they can just raid TNA again.
It literally was the best program they had going for them for a bit.
NXT was the best program, yeah. I mean, but the other thing as well is there's loads of YouTubers they can sign,
Well, they can make NXT the next AAA. We don't care. My problem is the developmental is not developmenting. Is not developing anyone to the point that they can come up. They just bring them up. That's just it.
I agree with Justin to the point of getting excited about seeing these people and what can happen. I, however, am an eternal pessimist, and my pessimism is based in realism, and I know exactly what the future holds for most of these people.
I'm saying this version of it is new. Give it a little bit of a chance. I'm not saying it will work. I'm not saying these are good people, but I'm saying TKO working with Triple H to just gut NXT and try a whole new thing is something they haven't done before. It might not work. They might not be the ones to make it work. I'm not saying that, but I am saying that this is a new thing, and I don't think we can base our reaction on old stuff. I think we can only base our reaction on how well they handled this. They've got 1 year. They got 1 year.
It has happened before. When they brought up Finn, Samoa Joe, Nakamura, Austin Aries, they gutted NXT.
But that was Vince. That was Vince and Nick Khan doing it for the purpose of Vince being able to sell the company because he was offended by the bid that Universal put in on it. There's a different mentality right now. This is a different thing. It's just different. It is a business thing, and I know that pisses wrestling fans off, but I know these guys. I used to be repped by Endeavor. I understand part of what they're doing, not all of it, but I understand part of it. And is it going to work and mesh well with wrestling? Who knows? You've clearly seen that their ticket price thing and their celebrity shenanigans and some of this stuff hasn't totally worked, but a little bit of it has. A little bit of it has. And this part of the idea, they were the ones saying bring up Oba and Trick. They were the ones saying that stuff, and it worked. And doing it more might also work. If Triple H can take somebody else's idea that they're forcing down his throat, which is what he's been good at. His best stuff since Vince left was him finishing off Vince's stuff. So maybe what he needs is somebody stuffing something down his throat that he just has to make good.
Easy.
Yeah. Ari Emanuel's big fat cock down Triple H's throat.
That's pretty relevant. It's pretty relevant what you bring up to, Daniel, though, like because of the size of the actual roster as well. You know what I mean? Like it makes sense to do what you're sort of talking about there too. But yeah, that's the next thing too. But they've got that much talent on the roster that it's like half of it doesn't get utilized and then just gets thrown out the door. And then one man's trash is another man's treasure, as I would say. So you just see.
Well, that's the other thing too. Is I hope a lot of those people that left find good spots out there. Some of them,
definitely.
Aleister Black, probably screwed.
I don't know.
New Japan.
I was gonna say,
it didn't seem like AEW was like, yeah, bring him back.
Old Triple A.
No, but I mean, I think those reports are a little exaggerated about that not wanting him there over there like that. Like, oh my God, let's not have that guy. But I don't. Besides, only one guy's opinion mattered in that place. So
don't be surprised too if they're pulling the wool over our eyes with some of these people here. This could be another Unreal thing, just like R-Truth, like who knows?
Look, we thought that about
Cross. You just don't know.
I genuinely thought that about Cross. I genuinely thought it was a work. It's not a work.
There's not a single one of these.
People got fired. Yeah.
Didn't last year when they did this, they released 2 sets of like lists. There was a whole other list that came out.
Yeah, but the 2 sets of people amounted to about this same amount.
Yeah.
Same amount. Okay.
They're saying that it's done for now, but I heard that originally I heard that releases were going to go into May. But what they did was some of these people.
That was the rumor that it was going to be a second set of people in May. That's what I heard.
But the thing is, a lot of these people, from what I understand, are not released. They're just told they're not being renewed. So unlike in the past when they waited and then cut them at the last minute, some of these people actually got notified with advance notice and are still under contract. They could still use them, and I believe Kyrie's actually
got another 5 years, has he?
What's that?
She's already in Japan,
Fantasma's got another 5 years, has he?
Yeah, well,
I
don't know. I mean, like, he was the most surprising when he just signed a new contract. Like, geez, what the hell?
Who was that?
HDF Santos.
Oh yeah, Santos and Curry.
We're not gonna call him Santos anymore, are we?
Nope.
I call him HDF again now.
So we had Oba next, by the way. Versus someone who still hasn't got Grayson Waller.
You're rowboating again, come on.
Roboting.
Rowboating. I thought you said.
I can make words up. I don't speak this language.
It's fine.
I have no attachment to the English language, my man.
People row boats. It's fine.
I will do whatever I want with it.
I'm rowboating. That's what you do to sneak into the strip club. Rowboat. I don't know.
Yeah, you're really pushing it there, bro.
Just making up new stuff for you.
We've now got Obafemi's open challenge.
So they have nothing for him.
Yep. Speaking of calling people up and giving them nothing,
okay, but
squash matches.
What do you want?
Yes,
what do you want Oba to do?
About this mid card right now.
What do you want Oba to do? First of all, Oba's not in the mid card. No. Oba's not in the mid card. That's where they messed up. Oba's not in the mid card. Oba's a top guy.
Hence the challenge that he put out.
And we have nothing for the top guy
that we just made
a month ago.
Where do you go from here? Where do you go from here?
It's not a question for me.
Well, they went a little bit backwards. What they're doing is a backwards Goldberg. Obafemi is going to squash people for 2 months straight. That's it. Don't expect anything else. He's not going to do anything else. And every now and then, maybe you get a little bit of a name to come out and do it. Maybe it's The Miz or Tozawa or somebody that you know. But he's just going to squash guys for a while. There's nothing else they're going to do.
Is it going to get to that point though? Like, when that happens, and you get to that point where you're like, you want him to get beaten by some random that they throw up against him, like a Tozawa, like.
Look, if they do it right, it's the Wardlow thing that AEW never finished. But let's not go to the Wardlow point where we're sending in 15 enhancement talent guys in poorly made, security shirts. Security shirts that were made 10 minutes before the show, that the letters are like half fallen off or whatever. Like, let's not do that. But like, they had a good thing going with Wardlow for a while, and it got messed up for 5 different various reasons I won't even get into. I don't think WWE will make those same mistakes with Oba. I think that it could get a little tiring in this day and age, and I think that if it does, they will pivot quickly. But I would say up until Backlash, especially, don't expect to see Oba draw a name. Maybe they give him somebody towards the end for a match at Backlash, just to get him on the card. But I wouldn't.
Jesus Christ.
I wouldn't even put Oba on Backlash. I mean, Backlash is what, 5 matches from both promotions.
That'd be an awkward tag team. That would be.
You already know that Cody is going to be on there and Roman's probably going to be on there. So why put Oba on there? You don't need that top guy.
Is Backlash somewhere else this year?
It's not Puerto Rico, and it should be Puerto Rico every year, if you ask me.
Yeah.
Where is it?
No, it's in Orlando.
No, they
right?
fired all the people. They specifically put it in Puerto Rico.
Tampa Bay. Yeah.
I have a question for the Obafemi challenge. Is Grayson Waller good, right? Like he knows how to wrestle.
So that high pitched giggle that you just heard is probably the best answer.
Well,
okay.
I'm gonna smarten you up a little bit right now. There's good wrestlers, and then there's wrestlers who are a good hand.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
They're not the same thing. Grayson Waller right now would technically be considered a wrestler who is a good hand.
Mm-hmm.
So take that however you want to take it.
He's good on the mic. He is good at promo.
I was singing his praises last week. I got love for Grayson. I think that he's one of those guys that you could do something with. I think he could be a better version of The Miz if you use him the right way.
Mm-hmm.
They have at times done that, and they were off to a really good start with him the first year. They gave him some really high profile moments being the shit heel character.
TV show as well.
But
he had the spot with Cena in England.
Yeah, they haven't really followed through on that recently, and I don't know why, if they're not feeling it or whatnot. But if they want him, they got him. He's right there.
I was surprised to see him because I thought he might be ignoring his phone.
I mean, and look, clearly guys in the back like him, or else he wouldn't have gotten in the New Day. You don't just get to be the white guy in the New Day because people don't like him.
I gotta say, he's probably a really nice human being, and a lot of people like him and stuff like that. I didn't mean my laughter. It was the question because are you on the same chat we are, bro? Like, what are you asking?
so also, Dani,
I haven't.
He just got into that chat. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Dani, I once was offered to shake his hand and refused.
Oh, you're just terrible human. That's just bad.
Which I broke protocol of being backstage at wrestling.
That's what I'm saying, Rebecca.
Question here
that
about
is what
Oba.
I'm saying, Rebecca. That's you have him come out and do the laziest thing is like, anybody that wants to get pinned in the next 3 seconds, please come outside. What?
I get it. I get it. Okay, and look, the way you guys are feeling about it right now, maybe it backfires. I see what they're doing. I get why they're doing it. They were not planning on the Brock Oba thing or the Oba Roman thing that people instantly wanted afterwards. You cannot do that match. You can't do that match. That's so bad for everyone if they do that match right now.
Momentum though. Like, if you can't do that,
I know, but you gotta find a different way to harness that momentum. You cannot do Oba Roman right now. It kills them both.
You can't. I just think by doing what they're doing now, it stalls the momentum, man.
Do you want to know my favorite thing about the whole speech?
Well, so who would you feed him that you would care about?
Well,
who would you feed to Oba that you care about? If it's a guy that's far up the card, like you feed him a Gunther or something close to it, you're going to be like, well, why isn't it just Roman?
It's like you're going to have to feed him something like a Jacob Fatu or
he's
a
busy
Bron Breakker.
with Jacob. Yeah, like you don't have to compartmentalize like that. Like if he's busy with a, that's what you put another guy in the middle to fight the other guy, so you don't have to fight him right away.
You get him strap collecting. You get him collecting all the straps.
Yeah, you don't have to do it right away, but you
know who he should be fighting.
Matters.
Yeah, but go back to the early days of the Undertaker, and how did the Undertaker get to be the ace, the attraction guy? But who was he fighting? He was fighting dudes like freaking Earthquake and crap like that, But who is that right now? It's Otis. That's not going to work for Obafemi.
Nah.
They did.
But you know who could have worked if he hadn't gotten injured? Bronson Reed.
Yep.
Give him Braun Breaker. Just do it.
Braun Breaker. That's what I'm saying.
But you can't.
Have Braun
Okay, what do you mean?
Why not?
Try something.
So wait a minute,
Because you guys don't care about Braun Breaker getting ruined, but the company does.
Yeah.
They're not going to give him Braun Breaker. It ruins one of the two guys.
That's fine.
Jacob.
I need to
Bronson Reed has been around longer. Bronson
okay.
Reed is more protected storyline wise and size wise. You can rebuild him. He's your new Braun Strowman, basically. But you don't have a Braun Strowman there because guess what? WWE short-sightedly got rid of him because that's who Obafemi should be fighting right now. Braun Strowman. Eric Rowan. Oh, where's he at? I don't know. Maybe fired.
Yeah, because Dani's new to wrestling, aren't you, Dani? Or
yeah, like a year.
1 year in, bro.
So basically, WWE has this thing where they have either too much talent, not enough talent, and what they like to do is they make illogical decisions where they basically
that's not Braun,
book
that's
themselves
Braun.
into a corner. So they book themselves into a corner where they do something and it's like, yeah, great, brilliant, we've got this guy up and he's really good and he's like a big monster. And then they go, oh my God, the only people he can face are the people that we like and we can't take belts off or have him beat. And they do that with everybody. So they're constantly in a cycle of having to find something to do with someone because they're too dumb to make a decision that's good.
Hey, what about Powerhouse Hobbs?
Oh, well, yeah. So that's hilarious. So get onto him. He was tweeting on having a chat with someone the other day where he turned around and said he was upset that people were talking shit talking his introduction to WWE, and it's like, what did you want people to do? Has he wrestled? Oh, he did a battle royal, didn't he?
That could be a perfect opportunity to match someone like Powerhouse Hobbs up and bring him into it.
That's the guy they remotely care about.
Yeah, but is he coming in as a heel or a face or like what's the go with? We don't really know what it is yet, but that could be an interesting way to bring him in. It was interesting to me how they fired Dante Chen. You know, did you ever see Dante Chen? He was on the list there. You know why they got rid of him? Because he was the first guy to beat Obafemi. So they got to erase all the history there.
I don't.
So the other thing is give it. I'll be kind and say a year, and we're gonna see Obafemi getting pinned by Hornswoggle.
Wow.
Because
that's when we're switching up.
Ari Emanuel will be like, "Oh, who's a good YouTuber? Who's that? Is it Alien Boy or something? The weird little He's gonna pin Oba because Ari Emanuel have seen him on something and think he's a really
because he managed him. So that's
can we talk about the last part? Can we talk about
Let's do it.
Jacob now since we're already kind of in this?
Something before Jacob.
Oh no, Judgment Day. We had the three girls.
Becky.
Oh yeah.
They actually had a match somewhere we didn't talk about.
With the heels, the heels going over and being applauded by the crowd.
Oh yeah, this happens after the segment, doesn't it? Yeah, because we had Finn. We have Erica Kirk Liv doing her like gaslighting, stare at her eyes, open the eyes, don't you dare.
Look at Tobias, look at Tobias, look at Tobias, look at Tobias, look at Tobias.
Yeah. We're best friends. But the thing is what's weird about it is she almost was about to say I was watching whilst I wasn't around and Finn brought you in, and I was expecting her to say the next line in that bit was going to be, and I saw how you thingied with Dom. You know, creeped on Dom, but that didn't happen. So obviously that again sowing the seeds of the kind of she was watching, because the whole thing with Morgan is that she's a psychopath.
Yes.
And then I do love WWE backstage because they're in this clubhouse, and then
the clubhouse.
Liv needed a second. Sorry, Roxy needed a second. So Liv walks off, and in from the same direction into what can only be described as a room.
Hey, what are you doing here?
Was Finn Balor sneaking in?
I mean, but doesn't that make you want to see Simon Miller's segment about it in a day?
Yeah,
because know he's gonna destroy that. All right, just come in from nowhere, like no one has seen you. Just walk past Liv Morgan, who's obviously exited at the exact same spot you have entered, and go.
Because the funny thing is because it's set up, it's like it's either a corner of a backstage bit or it's a room.
Probably gonna sue us for stealing it.
What? Come on. You didn't like my You didn't like my Roman. At least I can do a decent Simon.
Simon is pretty good. Yeah, Simon is pretty good. Yeah.
But the thing is they cover the wall in like a big sheet, don't they? What they should have just had done is have Finn just come from behind the sheet when Roxy went to the opposite direction of Liv.
Just hiding in the Duvetine.
Yeah.
With a trench coat and a hat on.
Yeah. Yeah. I've been like lurking here.
Okay, sorry, and I know we talked about this already, but also Stephanie, they're trying to like give her some time to get better from something that she probably heard something by beating the shit out of her at every opportunity they got.
Slam it
it's been a pretty brutal feud for these young ladies.
Yeah, no, like
nobody's ever got injured.
Every time she comes on screen, just like get slammed against
Let's
something.
take the 3 smallest girls on the main roster right now and just let them beat the crap out of each other for 3 months and see how they feel
like
afterwards.
a multiple receipt for that fucking headbutt. Jeez. What?
Yeah.
Disco Spider?
It's como idea.
It's a community joke.
Disco Spider, yeah.
Disco Spider?
You never heard that rap from Community? That's what
I don't watch Community.
Watch Community. They don't get it in America. They don't get it in America.
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
It was popular everywhere else.
Yeah.
Disco Spider. I'm down.
So my favorite scene, I'm just going to have to do it now because we've mentioned Community. My favorite scene, because I'm a nerd and I always nerd out about things, is the paintball when Senor Chang enters the room as Mr. Tequila. The John Woo moment when he walks in the little white suit and pink shirt. I am a nerd for John Woo. And I must have paused it and just had a little giggle and possibly a cry because it was just amazing. I was just lost my shit.
It's a really good show, Justin. You should watch it.
Yeah,
it's all available on the same channel where the same thing that you watch.
It's also fantastic to watch because it's like Chevy Chase killing his career.
Yeah, on real time is great.
But being written to kill his career and just not wanting to. They wrote him how he is, and he was upset about it.
They just portray him as he is after the second season. Now, after the first season, they just wrote his actual words, and he's put him on TV. Yeah.
And obviously, was it Donald Glover?
Donald. Yeah.
Lando Calrissian.
Yes.
One of his many names.
And
Childish Gambino.
Samuel Chang is just Ken Jeong.
Oh yeah, that's where he came from, right? That's what made him.
I mean, he came from The Hangover.
No, but that was before The Hangover, I think.
Yeah.
Was Community
The
Hangover?
To be honest, I didn't watch the show when it came out. I watched it like
same, yeah.
Yeah, probably a couple of years.
Well, I mean, it's like Parks and Rec. Like I went back and watched Parks and Rec, all of it, just last year. So yeah, maybe I'll get to Community, but
we don't have that on Mexico.
No.
Oh no.
Parks and Recs. We don't have Parks or Recs
or Recreation.
We just
it's just weird because I went through a phase of not being able to watch sitcoms after I wrote them, and then after 30 Rock stole jokes from me and my writing partner. So then I just didn't watch sitcoms for like 10 years.
Oh man, come on. It's like if I don't watch I'm not gonna say it. I was gonna say something.
It was too much like work watching sitcoms though, man. Like once you know the formula behind writing comedy, it's not as fun anymore. And it took me a long time. Now I can watch it again. But especially Tina Fey stuff, I had trouble watching for a while, and then I finally went back and watched Parks and Rec, and I loved it. So even like Amy Poehler, but like connected enough that
I made Equilibrium. They stole my idea. I don't know how they stole it.
No, it happens, bro. It happens all the
But
time.
like 4 years before, I invented this whole thing.
No, like me and my buddy went out and pitched a movie about a magician's retirement home, and literally at the same time across town, there was Burt Wonderstone was getting pitched. We had a movie called Neighborhood Watch that we pitched all over town. Guess what? Will Ferrell was pitching a movie with the exact same name about the exact same thing at the exact same time in different places. We were pitching a movie called 50 Ways to Get Fired. There was a movie getting made called Horrible Bosses. We didn't know. We didn't steal any of their shit, and they didn't steal any of ours.
I mean, I know
happens all the time.
Rick Rubin gets a bad rap about him not doing anything, but he did say something in his book that is like the ideas are out there, and if you don't make them happen, they will get a hold of somebody else's that will make them happen. So that's where you got to make your ideas happen.
Yeah.
Even if it's at a small scale, you have to just.
I don't have that drive, Tony. Come on, we've discussed this. I was 0 drive.
Yes, that was a great conversation on Sunday. What is it, Saturday? It was like, I want to be Tony without the drive. I'm like, I think that's just because I was born in a third world country. Let's move on.
All right, so now can I talk about Jacob Fatu in this last segment? Did we talk about the girls enough?
He came in from the gym, or he probably did a 5K. And then
yeah, I mean,
some Molly and got on stage.
Yes, no breaks.
Dripping, bro. Like,
yeah,
Sticks
it's like me when I
hoodie?
walk my dog at 3 p.m. in the afternoon in Monterey.
But
and
bro,
we are at 105
Hey, somebody noise tonight.
Hey Siri, what was the weather like in Laredo, Texas today?
Hot.
Moisture than an oyster.
It was
on Celsius.
90 damn degrees, y'all.
Same here.
What's that in English?
With
Just
69% humidity.
36.
I'm saying like the speed with which some of those people started sweating tonight, because even after that last little tiny rough up, bro. Look, I know Roman Reigns is not like a 5-star workhorse wrestler or whatever, but the dude has done hour-long Broadways on multiple occasions, and I have not seen him sweat like that little dust up him and Jacob had. By the time they were done with that, Roman was in a ball of sweat. Jacob was in a ball of sweat tonight. Who else? Obafemi. Good Lord. Obafemi lost 4 pounds coming to the ring with all that.
It was like a goalie, like a hockey goalie.
Can I just say one thing? Let me just say one thing. Thank God Jey Uso didn't do one of his entrances. He would have been blown up 3 steps down the ramp. He would have been just sweating, and Jimmy would have been like,
he wasn't there. He probably collapsed backstage.
His eyeballs would have been rolling in the back of his head.
It would have been gross. All right. So, but on a serious note, so Jacob's the heel?
We don't know yet. That's going to
question mark.
This is the stupid
For me, he's not.
I actually liked him for the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, I know that I'm super critical, and I know I get shit but I actually kind of like the segment a lot.
But how is this? Okay.
So,
how is this supposed to work? And don't get me wrong, I think it works in the fact that flat out, Jacob Fatu versus Roman Reigns draws money.
Yeah. We don't need that distinction, I guess.
You don't need a face or a heel?
I don't think
because
so.
The reaction from the crowd was all over the place. I mean, it was more cheering for Roman than anything else.
Of the crowd itself tonight.
But look at what they were given tonight, and this is what I started this show.
You were tired and confused by the end of the night, but
this is what I'm saying. This is where WWE's got to be careful. Okay, you're introducing a lot of new characters with call-ups like Joe Hendry. Okay,
that's what I was fucking talking about, Joe. 25 minutes ago.
But Harvey Manga's got a good idea, Tony. Leave him alone.
You got a hometown heel with Roxanne Perez on the card. You got El Grande Americano, who anybody who is Mexican who likes wrestling feels is a babyface, up against Rey Mysterio, who you have to bow down to as a babyface, whether you like it or not. No. You've got.
And then there you have the other guy defending him. That's just, oh God, so stupid.
Right. And so what I'm saying is this was a little bit confusing by the time we got to Roman. Oh man, I love this comment. This is definitely going on the screen because that's great content. What?
Thank you for that.
Can I just say one thing, Justin? I apologize.
Is Jacob the heel?
No, so this is where right. So this is the fun part, right? CM Punk versus Roman Reigns. We have to go back there to this little nugget. Their weird thing where their last conversation before wrestling was where they hate each other but appreciate each other and love each other. Was Roman's comment was, "They don't cheer me like they cheer you." So now, coming out of it, it's the byproduct. They WWE very good at this. They put those words out there so that when the outcome comes out, the fans are like, oh, now what we're supposed to do is cheer Roman Reigns, like he's CM Punk, because CM Punk's gone and they did it amicably and it was whatever. So now Roman, he's in the face moment and they're now cheering him because like they love him, the thing that he's never had. And then they go and put Jacob Fatu, who is a character that everybody loves because they like him as a performer and a character, and so he's a babyface. So yeah, do you remember what I said about booking into corners, Dani?
Yes.
Yeah.
This is a prime example of what I mean.
And I'm not going to disagree with it on this one. I like the segment. First of all, I'm going to say that I give Raw tonight overall a decent grade, and we'll get to that in a second. But I'm worried. You guys know I don't like this stuff. I didn't like it when they did it with Swerve and Hangman. I don't like it with them doing it here. I want Rudos and Technicos. I want baby faces and heels. I want to know motivations, and then I want those motivations to matter and make sense. I'm looking at this. What is Roman Reigns' motivation? He was challenged by his cousin, and now he's got to snuff him out. What is Jacob's motivation? Jacob's motivation is
I got kids.
Trouble leader.
I want what you got.
Yeah. I'm jealous.
It's one of those things. I think it's one of those things that's going to evolve like as you go. So like at the moment, you don't really have that definition.
Correct.
Correct. Who is
also,
and that's where that storyline will play out. I think to see how who's going to be better as the leader, and then what sort of motives they're going to go in as the leader, like with, So
yeah. Also, you mentioned
developing.
You mentioned that this is what Roman does, right? He feels with them and then he brings them in. You cannot make him go that far out and be like, burning somebody's house or something, because that's the thing that happens now in wrestling. Hold on. Right. And then reel him back in and just stand next to him. Because if you think, because I also think that's what's going to happen. They're going to reunite everybody with someone except for Jeff Cobb. Put Jeff Cobb in there. I like him. I like Jeff. I like him. He's we got one of the best taco blogs out of him. If you want to see some unhinged conversation that gets nowhere, watch that taco blog. Let me tell you.
That sounds like Jeff Cobb to me.
Yeah. But bring everybody. But you cannot bring him. You cannot make him an evil heel or and then reel him in, because then you will have to undo all that stuff for another 2 months. So I don't think that I need them to be these perfectly cut characters that want to see, well, hey, dude, you know what? I like what you have. I want to have it. I have, everybody has that cousin. Everybody has that relative that is like, oh, man, you got that car.
This is Mexico.
I know, but my issue is still they want me to go along with Roman as a babyface, but still right now his motivation is y'all couldn't do it while I was gone.
Yeah. It's still the he's narcissistic arsehole still.
Yeah.
Like
Isn't he?
No, but there's a difference between knowing you're good and being like, look, guys, like, and then there's Roman Reigns.
I
couldn't do it
everybody
without
hates him
me
as that character.
But
That's the
I
problem.
always thought that was the character. Like I like.
Yeah.
It is. It's part of what's lovable about it. But again, we've got to get to the Stone Cold. We got to get to the Stone Cold twist. We got to get to the I'm going to do something diabolical and awful to another human being, but I'm doing it for all of you guys. If you want to see me kick this man's head off and break his teeth off and shove him down his throat, give me a hell yeah.
Hell yeah. What?
And you know what Roman doesn't do? Roman's character is still this acknowledge me, I'm the guy, but now I'm a babyface. So instead of making my cousins fall in line, I'm going to give them an opportunity to fall in line. What the hell? That just doesn't make a babyface.
I'm not saying it's perfect, but then again, this is all flawed.
I don't mind it being slow either. I don't mind it being slow. I don't mind it having a pace to it. I don't mind if there's some stuff to it. I'm just saying, like, let's not burn the Jacob character here. No. I think there's a way to do this, have him lose and not burn Jacob at all and actually get Jacob over more. But at the same time, they got to be careful. Like, do these motivations make sense? Is WWE actually writing? Not creating a scenario for characters, but actually writing something that makes sense. So,
do you guys
wow. Khaleesi came in with the big one.
Oh, wow.
Jacob's reason he was grinding and nobody gave a fuck about him while he was suffering, but Roman had everything handed to him while he rode on the coattails of The Rock, the whole Samoan dynasty. Right, but that makes Jacob the babyface and Roman the heel.
So, like I
said, you're saying Roman needs to prove himself, but like, see, that's to you. Well, and this is my problem because I feel like a lot of fans are going to be
when
like
he started saying like, "Oh, I make this championship important," and blah 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 blah.
He did.
It's been like 1 week.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. But like, do you guys foresee like Roman keeping that gold for a long time again?
So I have a theory.
At the end of the year.
At least for the summer.
Yeah, I have a theory here. So
he'll have it till the end of the year.
We love my theories. My long time booking. So you can have the match. Nothing evil's going to happen, and Jacob's going to come into like. Roman's going to acknowledge, like I said, Roman's going to be the one that technically, he's not going to acknowledge him like the finger and all the shite, but he's going to acknowledge that Jacob's actually like good enough and all this other stuff. And he's going to come into the family and he'll be on Roman's side. And I think what will eventually happen will be it'll culminate with Roman when he loses the title, depending on who to, maybe they revisit the Jacob match and then Jacob beats him and Jacob takes over, or Roman will hand over the family to Jacob, put Jacob at the head of the table and leave. I think that's the best way to play out because Solo's not going to do it. They've already killed him. Speaking of calling people up from NXT, and
I mean, so you're saying you won't put Jeff Cobb at the head of the table?
I mean, I'd love to have Jeff Cobb.
I mean, they've been building a little something with Tama Tonga for a while now.
That's true. But
we'll see. I mean, they brought all these guys in. Whoa. Tama Tonga and Tonga Loa are in their, mid 40s now.
Yeah.
Like, let's shit or get off the pot. What are we doing with these guys? You brought all this bloodline over here. There's younger guys out there. There's Zilla and these other dudes that you could bring in. If you wanted the younger ones, you could have had them. Instead, you brought in the guys who had been in New Japan for 20 years. Like,
because they're cousins or what, blood cousins, not blood cousins.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold the phone. Khaleesi says, but I still love them both, so WWE finally might get me to shell out money to see this live.
Wasn't that what I just said at the top of this? I said I don't care. I'm invested enough that I will. Yeah.
Oh, I said it's going to draw money. It draws money. I just don't know if it creates story. I mean,
they need money right now.
Okay, and I agree. I don't think it was a bad match to book.
They don't create stories. Do the thing.
Well, I don't think they're battling for the head of the table right now. I feel like they're just battling for acknowledge me-ness.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
This is acknowledge me on a pole match.
Finger pointing up on a pole match.
Yeah. It'll be Mania next year, or like even
What is it? Put a Punjabi prison match.
Royal Rumble. It'll be it won't be a feud. I don't think. I think it will literally just be a Jacob. I want to hand you the head of the table, but for you to become the head of the table, like I truly believe you now are ready, you need to beat me to prove that my thoughts about you being ready are true.
It's the same thing though, man.
I know. It's just it's easy storytelling, isn't it? And when it's WWE, I go down the path of least resistance.
Aaron, you better show up to Raw Doggin on Monday, May 4th and get your props.
May the 4th be with you.
They could build it into a fight for head of the table. Anyway, all right.
That's what they do.
I'm going to give a grade. You guys are going to give a grade, and then we're going to do some pops and drops, then we're going to go to bed because it's late.
Okay.
So
I'm not going to
all together.
I'm giving it an A. I'm giving this episode of Raw an A.
Justin,
I'm giving it a
did you take anything before coming on?
4%.
I know you're an old man now, and you have pills that you take out of your little tray.
I'm gonna walk on.
Did you take too many of one? Did you?
You can't make me not like it. I enjoyed watching it. I liked the show.
See, this is the problem, because oh god. So I was
liked
gonna
the show.
Yeah, but I mean, an A, really?
Yeah,
Meltzer over.
All right, because I was gonna give
Christine
these like a
Meltzer.
B-, but you have to like.
But
go nuts.
like, look, no, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not grading it on like a pay-per-view scale or whatever. I'm grading it like, here's a pop quiz. I handed you a pop quiz. It had the questions on it that you're supposed to answer, that you're supposed to know. It wasn't rocket science. You filled them all in the correct way. You get an A.
Oh,
they got an A. They did exactly what I wanted them to do.
You gave them an A on a pop quiz. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. It was a good pop quiz.
This is what's
2
wrong with
weeks after
television.
WrestleMania. They did their job tonight. They kept me interested. They got new storylines. They got characters I care about. They had matches that I liked. They had backstage segments that I liked. The promos I thought were really good. I liked where they were building all the stories. I had no issues. They did everything that they were supposed to do. I was smiling and enjoying everything. I give it an A.
I gotta hear the Disco Spiders rating on this one, mate. You tell us what you thought of that, mate.
Of the whole show, for me, it is around a B plus, because it's the first time in the year that I've been watching Raw that I really like it. Because I really like the first 3 months when Penta got the debut. Yeah. But then it started slacking a little bit. But now I stayed for the whole show. Even though I didn't know I was gonna be on the show, so I really enjoy it.
That's good. That's good.
And now for the not so good news. Now let's go to Coma first, because I know where Meefloaf is going with this. Jesus.
Yeah, I know where he's going to go with it too. For me, that was a C plus, just above the average borderline for me. Like it did a lot in the sense where it was actually pointing in a direction, I guess, as opposed to what it has been. But yeah, they still need to build a lot more. But obviously, we're in the early days, so we'll see what happens.
Where am I going with it?
Khaleesi gave it a B minus or B.
C.
Where it usually gets a D or C.
And I fall asleep.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
We won't read the last sentence of this. We'll just leave that to everyone's imagination. Of course, you're invited to the bed party. Go ahead, Meef. Or should we go to Tony first?
Yeah,
I said B minus. I said B minus.
Well, I want to know what Justin thinks I want to say.
I mean, I cannot. So hold on. I cannot jump from. No. I cannot jump from giving them a C and then giving them an A. That's just.
Yeah.
It's not.
Right. I got you.
You're ruining this, bro. Never mind.
I mean, I'm just thinking.
You're ruining it.
Okay, Meefloaf, if you're asking me to. Judging by how much camera time Ryo and Bravo got today, I'm going to say that you're around a D plus.
See, the thing is I'd forgotten about
it. Lucky.
Now you've reminded me.
I'm not doing them any favors in their letter grade.
Mine's the C. I'm not going to give it a plus or a minus. a lot of it does make sense, and it's remotely putting things forward. But then other things, like again, over like not the worst thing, but just kind of like a frustration. That's that frustration with that.
Even with my ridiculous A that you guys don't approve of,
nobody.
This is still the highest rating we've ever given a Raw since we started doing this show. In 7 episodes, it's the highest rating.
Feel sorry for it though. God.
It's not quite if it was thingy ticket in the back and hit it with a shovel, but yeah, which is
all right.
It's a backhanded compliment. It's not as bad as it's been.
Wow, from me, that means they're winning. Love that comment.
They're never winning, especially
pops and
it was
drops.
a better episode. Yes.
Daniel, what was your least favorite thing about this episode? Give me a drop.
Okay, I'm starting getting tired of Danhausen.
Oh
wow,
interesting. See, I got no Danhausen, so I can't be
like I like him. I like him a lot, but I think that they're gonna start like overusing it, and I don't like that. It should be like a fun moment on shows, but not all the time, because you know that he's gonna appear on the show.
A lot of people are starting to say that. I've heard some of the other podcasters already saying that as well. That is, it's starting to be a very real thing, especially with the IWC. Of, I think even Meltzer said it, that the Danhausen character wasn't meant to be a full-time every week thing.
It's kind of like
it'd be really hard to tell the suits that when they saw the numbers come in from Fanatics this past week, and they were literally blown away to the point where they did not want to tell Danhausen because they feel like it's going to ruin everyone else.
The thing is with them is like, there's a classic thing that they do with these things. They see something that's fun. It's, again, I always use the analogy of when you're at college doing film, and you come up with an idea and it sounds like the greatest thing ever, and then it's utter dog shit. But in this version, they see how much like money it makes, they see how fun it is, and it's great, and they just do, instead of going eating too much cake. You like the taste. You have a slice of cake, it's beautiful, but if you eat the whole cake in one sitting, you're gonna vomit.
God, now you're making me want to try.
Yeah.
I want cake.
You son of a bitch. Coma, what's your drop, brother?
I don't know. It's got cake in my mind now.
Yeah, same. It's terrible what you've done to us.
I mean, like, not so much to sort of, pick it apart, but I just jumping on the back of what you said there, Daniel. I've been on that train for a little bit now, where I'm like, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. With Danhausen, I just think that they've obviously found a market for him. Obviously, he's money, he's cash money, and that's what they look at, I guess, at the end of the day. But the segment today wasn't too bad. I actually enjoyed it for the first time in a while. I just think that the things that I've been doing with him in the past has been a bit run down, so they need to find a way to keep it interesting with him. That's all, if they're going to run it every week. But it's kind of like what you were saying there, Justin, about let's use the Demon Balor. Like, the Demon character is great when it happens, but if you use it every single week, it loses the mystique of it all. You know what I mean? It loses the pop, it loses the surprise. And with Danhausen, it's a comedy thing. It's like you got to be able to utilize it right. And using him with like the Miz, it works well because they can bounce off each other. I think R-Truth is another one they could use to throw into that gimmick and make it.
Oh my god, we need R-Truth and Danhausen makeup.
Dude, we so need it. So need it. I'm telling you, like,
are you saying he should do Dracula face?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it like that, man. It could do it invertedly. I don't know, but bring little Jimmy
I don't know if that makes it better.
I think not.
Yeah, actually,
I think that makes it work.
You can check. I don't know.
It would be so funny, no matter how you do it, though. Oh my god, they have to.
Jimmy could be involved in it. Little Jimmy or Timmy or whatever his name is, and I just think, they're going to be careful not to ruin a good thing. That's all.
Amazing. I'm going to give you guys my drop since we kind of already segued there. Anyway, it's a big surprise, Finn Balor.
What, coming from the same?
I mean, it was the entrance. It was totally the entrance. It's not my regular Finn thing. It was really the worst moment of the whole show because I thought the exact same thing you guys thought. I was like, wait, what? Finn Balor just jumped up. I expected the music to come out because it just came out.
You know, the only way it would have been better was if he walked in dressed as a janitor with like a stupidly big fake mustache.
Time to clean your pool.
Like they haven't seen me. I've escaped from them all.
no, but having Liv walk past him and going, "Isn't that? No, it can't be Finn."
Never,
and then
I
walking off down
can't
the
be.
corridor, like
they've come to clean your pool.
I mean, I'm sorry. That was just yeah, that was my drop. Tony, you got a drop?
The mishandling of the Grandes.
Yeah, that was my 2B there. That was my second one.
The place and the crowd and the context made it even worse. And the fact that they had him go against, like, it's not like we live in a bubble even here in Mexico. We're going to see that, right? Like, they have to start realizing this. So that's the one. Also, if I get another one a little bit, stop beating the fuck out of Stephanie. Just don't take it. Just don't put her on TV. It's fine. It's fine. Also, cool shirt. Cool shirt on that.
yeah, it's a nice shirt. I liked how she was presenting it. Well, like she was walking, like
she was
making
so
sure you
good
get the
at,
shirt in.
like, you're gonna get jumped. Make sure you show the shirt completely. Just go like this, and they're like,
all right, Meef, what's your drop? This is your favorite part of the evening.
Mine's like a culmination of loads of little things, because I agree with the Bella thing, and I agree 1,000% with the Americanas. It will always be Butch and Bate as the Americana, well, Riot, whatever they call them.
Yeah, you were bitching about that even when we were all watching it.
I hated it since they did it in the first place. And
Meef was all joy, and then that segment came around, and you could tell his skin was just crawling.
It just makes me uncomfortable, and like it's heightened by the fact that it's, as Tony mentioned as well, that if you happen to come across the stuff they do on social media with it, and the WWE posts it, and it's just like it's them backstage going, "Oh yeah," it's like,
does it bother you when Sol Ruca's involved?
Bésame mucho.
Oh baby,
yeah.
Like, Mama's
just asking for a friend.
Asking for the voice.
All right,
in my head.
it's Pops time. You know where I'm getting. You don't want to hear my pop. I'll save it. I'll just get it out of the way. My pop was Braun Breaker.
Oh, fuck.
I knew you weren't going to like it, Tony. I liked it. I think the kid's showing improvement. I liked the promo. I thought it was his best segment to date. I liked it. I'm giving it a pop.
He was definitely better than Rollins.
Don't encourage him.
I'm at the point now where I don't care about Seth Rollins at all. And Braun Breaker actually made me care about a Seth Rollins storyline. Like if Seth Rollins just disappeared, I wouldn't know or care. But Braun came back and like it worked for me. I was like, oh crap, this is actually kind of fun. I actually kind of want to see this story now. Braun sold me on it. So it's my pop. It's the story that I didn't know that I was interested in.
He's just wasting pops now. That's fine.
Yeah. It's like pouring out a bottle of pop.
For my dead homies. For my Finn Balor's out there that are dead to me. All right, Tony, what do you got for your pop with your high and mighty popness?
I don't know. You just bummed me out really bad.
That bummed you out that bad that you don't even have a pop now?
I forgot what I was going to say.
I can go. Okay, well, we'll come back to you.
Okay, go to Daniel. Yeah.
Daniel?
So the pop for me was Io Sky match. Because finally she's going to do individual fights or shows, whatever. Yeah. And I miss that. I miss when she was alone.
Yeah.
And she's not like...
So a little creepy there. Okay.
No. I mean, she got behind. She got behind on the story.
See, you bummed me out so much. I'm giving shit to Daniel now. What the fuck, man?
Look, I mean, this time last year, people were calling Io Sky the best women's wrestler on the planet, and that hasn't happened for the rest of the year because she got stuck in the tag division. So did Charlotte. So did Bailey. I mean, it's been weird.
Yeah, and for me, she's one of my favorite wrestlers. So for me, it's really good that she's doing on her own now with that Rhea.
Yeah,
So looking forward for the Asuka versus.
Hey, and the good news is her other potential partner, Kyrie, isn't there anymore. So you still get her all to yourself.
This is the worst bit, though, isn't it? Because we're going to finally get Asuka versus Io in the payoff match for this whole Kabuki Warriors falling apart storyline.
Right, in a Kyrie on a pole match without Kyrie.
2 weeks before the culmination of Kyrie being freed and saved from her master in Asuka, and they fired her. And it's like, just wait 2 weeks, lads.
What if they still ask her to be involved, even though she's still fired?
That's what I'm saying. This could be the Unreal segment to it. Come Backlash.
No,
she comes back in.
I don't think there's an Unreal moment. I think it's just you're still technically under contract.
You've got to come out here and be Kyrie on a pole. You don't have to wrestle. You just got to be Kyrie on a pole. That's terrible. All right. What you got for me? Coma Toast.
Look, I'm just gonna throw it out there because I really got nothing, but I'm gonna give Grayson Waller some props, man, just for being the ragdoll, for being the ragdoll. This is the thing, he was Oberfemi's bait, he was his mule, and he just got eaten up. You can see when he got set up in that power bomb, he was sitting up there like a ragdoll, just going, "Oh, this is a long way down from up there, man." He just got flying around like a piece of meat, man. Absolute spud.
He's got the sell down.
Australians.
I've really got nothing else, man, besides that. So I mean, I wasn't giving it an A. So
yeah,
I'm never gonna live this A down. Tony, have you finally got your pop back? You've got your mojo back.
Yeah, Javon's what is it called? The move that he does.
Javon. Your boy Bouncy.
His cutter.
Yeah, that was insane. Like it literally, I had to go back to I wasn't paying attention at all, and then I saw something happen on the screen, and I was like, "Oh, wait!" And I had to go back and just see it. That was actually, I'm watching it again right now.
It was cool too because it was so close that he just decided to go more vertical with it, which you never see for a cutter. Most guys have to lay back into it. But the catch was there. If you watch the catch,
I know. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, he did a good job on that. Yeah.
You see the arms come out and everything in the slow-mo version, but it was still nice. It was still sassy.
Yeah.
Meefloaf.
Also, Ethan Page being involved in this is pretty cool.
I'm excited about this mid card, but that's me. All right, Meefloaf, you get to go out with something good,
positive. Try.
Can you do it? Can Meefloaf give us a pop of the week for the show that he created? All riding on you here.
Just looking at the notes, trying to desperately find something. I'm just going to give it to Asuka's English.
Okay.
There we go.
Solid. Whew. We did it, guys. Asuka's English gets pop. That's a solid pop. I like that.
Yeah, straws, clutching at straws.
She struggled in the past with it, and people ribbed her for it, but she talked really clearly on it and delivered it well.
I'm a big Asuka fan.
Yeah, me too. Definitely.
I want to see her have one more good run at least. I'm stoked for Asuka. I'm still
this Kabuki thing needs to end.
They're going to utilize her character probably, man, because I mean it's just awesome when she came in and she used this character and it had some, like I said, it's all back to the mystique of it all. You know what I mean? And she was just a killer, and she is a killer. So it'd be good if they used her like that. That's all.
I really kind of hope they play Kyrie being gone in the storyline of. I just want Asuka to be like, yeah, you saw how she was mouthing off to me. I killed her.
Yeah.
She's dead.
Have you seen her?
You haven't seen. You never see her again. I buried her in the desert. She's dead. I left her at WrestleMania, dead in the desert. I just want Asuka to be like that mean.
Justin, have you ever seen Audition?
Dr. Day.
You ever seen that film? Anybody seen that film? Audition.
Which one?
Yeah, I've seen Audition.
Oh yeah. With the bag, the sack in the corner.
Oh God. Yeah.
That's Kyrie's future.
That's Kyrie. I love it. Look, guys, in Mass Mats and Mayhem world, we've got some great stuff coming up this week. We've got an excellent Wednesday planned for you guys, and hopefully a Sunday sit down with the current TNT champion, Kevin the Jet Knight, and his tag team partner, Speedball Mike Bailey. And let's hope Wednesday that Kev wins. Because he's got a big match this week.
He sounded very confident. Hopefully he does.
I mean,
you had to ask him though, right? Like, are you still gonna be sure? Like, no, bro. Why you gotta? How can I say this in English? Salado, salaste, lo saló.
I don't. I'll be completely honest. Speaking total under the table, no kayfabe here. I don't think he knows if he's winning or not.
He doesn't.
I don't think he's been told yet.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't know.
Which makes it even better. But yes, we asked Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight if Kevin was going to win his match this week against MJF. We'll see. But you're getting the interview after the match either way, guys. So because there's no way we're getting it ready before then. So stick around. And
that's not going to happen.
Thanks to the thousands and thousands of people who are still watching our interview, our English language interview with 𝔸𝕃𝕄. If you haven't watched it yet, you need to get yourself on over there. Kudos to Tony for bringing her in as an amazing guest, and putting together that trailer that you've seen up on our socials. That is now our highest rated clip, reel, whatever you want to call that thing. And kudos to Byron for doing some great edit work on my crappy internet, and fixing it. So it is all 4K high quality, folks. Go and watch that interview. It's on our YouTube. It's
first English language interview ever.
Yes.
So.
And she does speak a little Spanish as well in times, but she did great, and we're very proud of her, and we're very happy that she was on our show. She was very gracious, and she is very happy to have been on our show. So please watch it and support, guys. We appreciate all the love. And until next time, stay calm and stay in the mix.